David, thanks so much for taking the time to share your story with myself and everyone out there. I just want to ask you if you could share with us your journey of living with your leg ulcer and what life has been like today, up to date, living with your wound.
So the journey is not easy because I got done nearly 2 years, like ulcer. I got problem with I'm using drugs. Just these legs is very hard to live because I have to like have it big ulcer because I have it abscess, a miss.
Yeah.
So I have it operation, they drain it. And after you have to go for the most important when it's drain it, after you have to go for the change the dressing like 3 times in a week. That's the most important to follow, because if you not follow, you get infection and it's very hard to healing. Just if you are, I've been before from the start, I've been in the street, so it's been very hard to follow the appointments because before they give you appointment like you have to go to 9 o'clock to book, and after you have to go for the appointment. And if you're in the street, you don't know where you are. One day you're there, one day you're a different place. So it's not been easy. So
you've lived with this for 2 years?
Nearly more like 2 years, yeah.
Do you remember when you got it, how it happened?
I inject there, and they've been big abscess, so they have to drain it. And they make me big hole, so they have to go for change the dressing like 3 times in a week.
What was your understanding of it? When you got it, what did you think this was? Did you know what it was?
I just been thinking, is it just abscess, like and it go down? It's nothing like so serious, yeah. Just after us, like when they have the operation, they're starting to be serious because it's not been like healing. It's been without the compression. Like they have to be special nurse, have to look after that. You have to go change it. If you not go, it never heal. And I've been in prison like 6 months. They look after that as well. Like 3 times, just it's still when I come from the prison, it's still problem. It's still not healed like how it's supposed to be healed. And
so when you were in prison, you had the ulcer as well.
Yes.
And how was life while you were in prison living with the wound? How did you manage?
This is not easy because you are with somebody else, and if you the wounds, the ulcer, like it smell, the infection smell. So if you don't look after that proper, if you don't change the dressing, and sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes the nurse like not come in next day or something, so you smell, and then your roommate like is not happy because it's not nice to them, because you can smell it. So if anywhere you go, you can't take the bus, you can't take nothing because it smells, and the people even don't want to sit next to you,
So it's really hard. It's really difficult.
It's very difficult, Just I say I've been starting. I wanted to heal it because you can't do nothing. You can't do If my family, I don't want to go to my family because I don't want to see me like that. Because I'm embarrassed to see me like that.
So life at the minute, you just tell us, for example, when you get up in the morning, what is it like with the wound on a day-to-day basis from when you get up in the morning?
For example, like yesterday before I fall asleep, I sleep like all day. When I wake up and I miss my appointment for the nurse, so when I miss the appointment, I don't have chance because I can't go just to the emergency because they don't have the special dressing. So if you're going to hospital for the emergency, they not help you. That just maybe hold you for 1 day or something. Just not that make it worse for you. With putting the dressing, we're not supposed to be there and make it worse to like. So and just this morning I wake up and it's all like go worse, like better now again because.
What do you have on your leg at the moment?
I can show you if you want to see. It's not infection, like it's like just because around that I'm very badly itching. So I do worse because I'm scratching it, so it's itchy. So it's.
It looks painful. It looks sore.
It's so it's.
So you did that yourself today. You changed.
Yeah, I done it. I just put a normal basic bandage. Yeah, it's not supposed to be even just bandage like that. I just done it just to cover to not go sticky for trousers.
When are you due to see the nurse next? Have the compression bandage?
Yes, I'm supposed to be getting like 3 times in a week, like Monday, Tuesday. Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just the nurse like supposed to be what been doing that left it, and it's just one nurse, so it's not enough nurses there. So they say to me like once in a week now, and it's not enough. You know what I mean?
It's not enough nurses.
No. And this one, if you're not going to look after that proper, you're never going to heal it. And even I can put my bandage myself dressing. Just you need to do compression, and compression you can't do yourself. You have to be somebody who is professional, who know how to do it,
And I mean, you have experienced compression because I have seen you in
Yeah.
practice. And what would your feeling be on having compression regularly when you used to come and see
They
me?
feel much better, innit? When you go to compression, like you can see the legs going better because before I can't have it compression because I have a DVT, and my legs been like bleeding very badly. So have to wait when it's go,
Yeah.
and after that, like when you're starting to do proper compression, I start feeling much better. Then
And it was getting smaller.
and it gets smaller and it got better, just like sometimes if you miss the appointment or something and if it's not nurse there, you can't do nothing. You have to wait for the next appointment, and if it's not nurse there who's supposed to be do that, because you can't just go to normal nurse in the hospital because she don't know how to do it proper.
You need somebody who's trained.
Who's trained, definitely.
When it was healing and you were getting the bandage done properly, how did you feel inside?
Much better, I starting to like a little bit myself more, like try to, because I'm telling you the truth, yeah, like I just, when I have these problems, yeah, it's very hard to live, you know what I mean, miss? Because, you got drugs problems, you got these legs, now no benefit, nothing, so I've been not in easy position, you know what I mean?
I think you spoke to me a little bit a while ago around the difficulty you had when some clinicians found it hard to touch you.
Yeah.
And can you tell me a little bit about how that made you feel?
Yeah, when I come to, remember that day, first time I meet you when I come from the prison, and after that, I've been in the street and I missed loads of appointments, and the first appointment when I come to you, my legs has been very mess, because I've been in the street, so I just been a little bit, like, apologize to you that day. I say sorry because my legs smell, and you make me feel like you say don't worry because you show me like you wash my leg, everything, because I can feel like you're not like worried or you don't feel like not comfortable to touch my leg, because before that I've been in an emergency in the hospital. I don't know the name, just a nurse. I don't even want to touch my leg, and that make you feel not good, you know what I mean? Like you can feel that, you can see that, So you need some nurses like you can show you like you don't worry to touch your leg or something, because the legs sometimes when it's got this problem, it don't look nice,
It's hard.
It's very hard.
I suppose professionally as nurses we're meant to care.
Exactly.
And it's really difficult.
Yeah, that make you feel very, very. I've been very not. I've been angry. I've been not happy because I say, well, why you come here if you don't want to touch the leg? You know what I mean? I said, so I can touch myself. Tell me what to do, and I do it myself. If you don't, I know, like you show me, like you got nurses like like care proper because you've been put the cream, you wash it, and you can like proper caring. You know what I mean? So that's why I've been happy to come to you to see you. And seriously, it's true.
I think one of the things that we need to adapt to as a profession and as a healthcare system is to be more flexible. COVID has shown us that we can work in different ways and we can push the boundaries, but life and illness and sickness and wound care is not 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And I do think that we need to be more flexible.
Definitely.
I know time is short and appointment slots are short, but life is not like that. And you spoke about, if you're on the streets and you can't get to the
exactly, that's sorry to jump in, just definitely this, yeah, because like I tried to explain to last week the nurses, yeah, like the nurses say to me, you have to come like Tuesday and Friday because the one nurse left it. There's not enough nurses for that. Because I tried to explain, and she said, when you now miss the Tuesday example, you have to wait all week, yeah, for the appointment and to go to see her to do dressing. And if not, the leg is without the dressing, and that's not. Sometimes you do mistake, yeah, you miss the appointments. It happens, it's life. You know what I mean? You never, and especially in my style life, yeah, you know what I mean. I have drug problems, no benefit problems, so it's not so easy for me. You know what I mean? I don't blame no one. It's my fault what happened to me. I put myself in this position. I'm like, if I can, like, if it's not nurse, like how supposed to be the dress, changing dressing is there, it's not. It's more going more worse, innit? Like.
I suppose what we're saying is, we need to be more flexible and we need to work together.
Yeah.
You've come this far to want to get the wound healed, then we need to try and work with you.
Definitely.
obviously we know one of the reasons that we're here today is to talk about the Legs Matter campaign, which is running from Monday the 12th to Friday the 16th of October. And that's about raising awareness of lower limb and foot conditions. And just to say, we've been really fortunate to have the support of Fulfilling Lives in Camden and Islington, who've helped us film this today with David. But there is an issue with having funding and recognition for wound care and inclusion health, particularly for people experiencing homelessness, for people with a history of injecting illicit substances. It's a real problem, and David and I and the Flick team are here to actually say, it can't be hidden anymore. We have to raise awareness, and we know we're filming this in London, but we know that it is a problem around the country, and not just in England, but in Scotland, Wales, and even in Ireland, that there are issues with wound care and inclusion health. What can you imagine life like being if you didn't have this now? What would you do? I know we've spoke about this in the past, but if you didn't have your wound, what would you do?
A big different life, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in a relationship, because I make these rules, I lose my relationship. And everything that make you very hard, in your life is a big problem, because you can't do things what you can do normally.
What would be your message?
The message just to get more nurses, to more clinics, because it's big help for the people like me. Because if it's not this clinics, is people don't get help from the people who's supposed to be help you.
And I suppose you want your life back.
Definitely.
Your life is difficult as it is, and you want to be able to walk around and not have a wound on your leg.
Yeah, do different things, starting to do this. I want to stop my habit, my drugs, and do different things, just these things, because I got these legs like that make me to take it, even the drugs more, because I'm just saying myself, oh, these legs never going to heal, the example, you know what I mean? Like,
it's really hard.
To make me to forget or something, because people watching you different way, you can't do. I want to change, you know what I mean? And these things help me to change, because I got someone there who can help me to change, Mm-hmm. Just if there's no one there,
There are definitely people here who care, for sure. Yeah. And I think sharing your story will help a lot of people out there who we don't even realise are there. I've been working in this field for a long time, over 15 years. And as you know, I did a piece of research on it, so I know the problem, and that's why I care so much, because I think it can't be hidden any longer. It's not right, it's cruel in a way. We have to provide care for everyone.
Definitely.
And not just certain populations, because they're more known. In mainstream society, we have to include everybody.